In this episode, we take a quick side trip to Bri Bri Waterfalls, just up the hill from Puerto Viejo. This pair of waterfalls lies perfectly amidst the tropical foliage, making it one of the most beautiful and short hikes we have visited. After a quick swim in the beautiful pools, we were on our way to the next adventure, but not until we had lunch. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. Now, let's get into the adventure. Alright, so we're making our way to Bri Bri Waterfalls over here. We just stopped at the parking lot. So this one is actually the farthest parking lot. There's two parking lots. We went to the one that's on top of the hill before you dropped into Bri Bri. We're about to go down this path, but we're just checking out. These are these native manzanas. And I got a Coco Loco. Haven't had one of these yet. See, mommy wants to pick some of these native apples. I think they're all over. Native apples that we want to try. Look at the low-hanging fruit that we don't have to work very hard for.
I thought you were going to jump. What about that one right there? That one's red.
Ooh.
No, that wasn't the one. Left.
The one right next to it?
The one that's red, yep.
Yeah.
Gracias.
This is the jungle, y'all. The experiences. Forget about what TLC said. Go find every waterfall you can and then jump. There you have it there, ladies and gentlemen, Bri Bri Waterfalls. So it's been a spectacular day. We got the entire place to ourselves. As soon as we arrived, the couple families that were here made their way out, and we got the entire place to ourselves. So the water is not deep enough for cliff jumping, so we weren't able to check that box on our list of things we like to do when we hit a waterfall. But in terms of everything else, the water clarity, we were worried about leeches in the water, which we had read about, but none of that actually happened, and this is it. Bri Bri Waterfalls. You know, every day can't be perfect. The entire family didn't love the trip. Keisha had a little bit of a cranky attitude, but you know what? That happens sometimes, and that's okay. But it didn't spoil the fun for the rest of us. So just another waterfall that we were able to cross off of our list here in Costa Rica, and we're on to the next one. So let's make our way out. You gonna jump off of there? Yeah, that looks safe. This almost looks like a little water slide, huh, Kuya? Booty slide? Gigi? Okay, listos. Mishka, now we go. Listos. Mishka is una palabra nuevo, a new word that we learned. That's the indigenous word for let's go for the Bri Bri. The Bri Bri is an indigenous tribe of locals who live here in the reservations. And that's where we did our chocolate tour. So not only are we learning Spanish, we are learning otras lenguas or idioma. And now it's time to go. Back up the escaleras. Of course, it's just as we complete our journey. Está lloviendo. Forget we are in a rainforest. This is actually a rainforest. And that is the beauty of it. Everything is alive around us. Buenaventura. A good trip. A good adventure. Keisha doesn't look happy. She looks hungry. Thanks again for watching this episode of the Free Range Squad. Now we decided to hit the waterfall immediately after our cacao tour, and so we didn't stay there for very long. We decided to park just outside of the trailhead, which allowed us to get very close access. The hike in fact was less than a half a mile. It costs $2 mil for parking, but it's secure, and just another benefit, they also have Coco Locos, Pipa Frias, all of those things are for sale right there at the trailhead. Although the first waterfalls were tempting and the pool looked beautiful, we decided to move on to the next waterfall, which was the main attraction. I definitely recommend it for an entire day. You can go down there and bring a picnic lunch and enjoy the pools for as long as you wanted. Now, one of the things that concerned us about this location was the report of leeches in the water. Now, we have swam in many bodies of water throughout North America and Latin America without really having that many experiences with leeches. So this news somewhat freaked us out a little bit. Fortunately to say, we didn't have any encounters with any leeches at that time, but again, we were there during rainy season, and that meant there's a lot of water flowing, so maybe that had attributed to the lack of leeches. Now, in addition to Bri Bri Waterfalls, there's one more waterfall in this area that we did not have the opportunity to visit, Volio Falls. So next time we're in Puerto Viejo, we will definitely make another side trip to see that attraction as well. So thanks again for coming along on the venture. If you haven't already, I welcome you to go ahead and subscribe. Drop any questions you might have in the comments below, and we will be happy to get to them. But until our next adventure, pura vida.